2023, Jonathan Emefiele out of presidential race. The bill to draft former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan and Central Bank Governor Godwin Emefiele into next year's presidential race on the platform of the ruling All Progressive Congress appeared to have hit the rocks with uncertainty over their interest in the race. For President Jonathan, it was learned that some key loyalists of the former president who could have given him the nod to go ahead with the race had since become convinced that it would not be possible for the APC to concede the ticket to him, given the mood in the party and the body language of its leaders. Jonathan's backer, it was also gathered, had also not been forthcoming with details of how they intended to push through with this candidature, given the array of other presidential aspirants who are laying claims to being anointed by the powers that be. The Jonathan circle of friends, it was learned, were convinced that the renewed moves by some hawks within the APT to throw open the APC presidential ticket, as it's been done by the opposition People's Democratic Party, would also not favor their leader and therefore advised him to stay clear of the muddy political water and keep his head high as a former president. We are not sure of anything as at this time I'm speaking with you. We cannot say if the forms have been filled and submitted as at the close of submission of forms on Friday. We are monitoring the situation. A source close to the former leader said without giving details. Well, for former President Jonathan, I'm sure he's a wise man and he will not be allowed to be pushed by anybody, because getting the APC ticket will be very difficult. It will be like a camel passing through the eye of a needle. We know the circumstances of what happened in the last election in 2015. We knew what was said about him, and him getting the party ticket will be very, very difficult. So for me, it's a wise decision that they don't even make an attempt. Yes, people may be clamoring for him, but I'm sure he's a wise person, and they will not want to delve into that murky water. For Emefiele, morally, it is not even right for him to think of contesting without resigning from his position. As the CBN governor, he is a custodian of the electoral materials, especially sensitive things. Again, as the CBN governor, trying to come out to contest in this time when the economic has not even been buoyant for anybody to say, yes, this is what he has done as a former CBN governor. Well, politicians are very difficult to predict. I'm sure some people see him as a lamb they can use for their own selfish interests. But I'm sure, again, wisdom has prevailed on him too. He has checked left and right and discovered that going into this race now will be morally wrong for him. Well, what is your opinion about this? That the two of them are no longer going ahead with their ambition? Kindly subscribe to my page. Thank you, good day, and God bless.